Okay, this is Paul Falcone. I've been creating a series of tutorials on how to use Mage.space for creating art, artificial intelligence art. And Mage.space works very similarly to a lot of other programs that are out there, like Midjourney and Dolly and what have you. So if you learn Mage.space, you pretty much learned how most of them work, pretty much. So let's go through. A friend of mine who saw the tutorial asked if I could make an even simpler one, where I would break it down to the very easiest steps, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner and click on Explore. And right now, fantasy art is chosen, and you can see these are all artworks that have been created by users of Mage.space. You can see they vary greatly from everything from drawings to anime type artwork to very realistic photograph-like work, and it's really quite amazing. And it's wonderful that people who are not really artists can use this program to do exciting projects for whatever they're working on. Okay, so let's get out of Explore. And down here where it says Create Anything, this is the text bar. This is text-based art creation, where you make suggestions to the artificial intelligence, and it will come up with its choice of whatever it is you're typing in. Now you can see right here, next to the little magic wand, it says anime, female, mechanical, android, head, with flowers growing out. Now that just shows all what kind of crazy collections of words you can put together and create real artwork out of. So let's actually do their suggestion here, and we will type in anime, female, mechanical, android, head, with flowers coming out. And so I'm just going to hit the render button here, the little arrow at the far end. The render time will differ according to how complex your artwork is and what time of day or night you're making your creation. Since if it's a time of day when less people are on their computers, it'll be faster. So you can see here a creation with anime style, female, mechanical, android head with flowers growing out of it. Kind of beautiful and creepy at the same time. And you can make you can save it by hitting the little save button here, and get a bigger view of it. And if we want to, we can make an even more enhanced version. Click on Enhance, Upscale Face Fix, and we click on the Save button again. And if you wanted to print this out, you would have some unusual artwork for your home. Okay, well, let's get out of this. Now, below here it says Select Models. Now, let's start with Settings. Now you can see under Aspect Ratio, there's 16:9 or Cinema. That's the aspect ratio of your most people's TVs. Landscape 3x2, computer 5x4, square, portrait, tablet, phone. That's the tall version. If you were doing like a TikTok or something. Below here are steps. You can, but I almost always stay at medium because you don't really need high for most of the artwork that you do. And under that is guidance. Now, let's say you asked the text bar to do something very challenging or unusual, and it didn't give you what you wanted. You might try clicking on strict or very strict. Sometimes when you click on very strict, you get some weird results. So most of the time, I stick with normal, unless, of course, I'm not getting what I want. Underneath that are a number of images. Now, it was set on 1, but I'm going to set it on 4. That way, every time it creates new artwork, it will create 4 new artworks, all looking different, and all giving you something different, a different thing to choose from. So let's switch it to portrait style from square. Hit render. Okay, looks a little different now. And you notice each kind is different. This one looks more like a drawing. This one looks more like 3D art. That's kind of like a painting. And this looks much more Android version of the figure. All very interesting in their own way. So I'm going to get out of that. Now let's go back to models over here. Now you can see there are a whole bunch of little cubes with different drawings, art styles. These are my favorites. I've moved them up by clicking on the little hearts in them so that they will pop up first. Coffee Mix XL, Cyber Realistic, Duke Hayton Real 3D, NSFW XL, and so on. The default version is SDXL. When you have the free version of the software, this is what you'll get, and that's pretty good too. But sometimes you want to try something different. So let's try Coffee Mix XL and see what it gives us. These different styles can look everything from like a realistic photograph to a painting to a drawing to anime style, comic book style. There are literally there's got to be like 50 or 60 different styles. It's almost as if you could hire a different artist to do different versions of your artwork, which is pretty cool. Okay, this is a straight up cartoon version of the character. Very anime, very much simplified from the other versions. Very nice colors, but it's quite different from the other versions. All right then, we can keep on going through all of these and seeing what it gives us, but let's try something different. Let's try something a bit more realistic. Let's try Abraham Lincoln. Okay. And I'm going to switch to more of a full-length version. So it should show us more of a full-body version of Abraham Lincoln by clicking on 9:16. Okay, this is almost looks like a negative, except that the face is proper, but the body is, he's wearing a white suit. Abe is wearing a white suit. Very strange. This is much more conventional. This almost looks like something you see in a history book. This is a very unconventional, rather young-looking Abe Lincoln in a frame. Very interesting. Let's try switching it up again. Change the model to this one here. Try it out. Very good. This looks like more of a straight up black and white photograph. Even the edges have that degraded look of old photographs. This looks like a painting. Another painting. These are all headshots. Let's try something different. Let's give him a stovepipe hat. Now, a lot of people who see these this art will think, well, it's just stealing artwork off of the internet, but none of the images you just saw are real photographs. These are all recreations created in the artificial intelligence by looking at lots of of old photographs and paintings and creating its own composite version of it. He's got a little cigarette, which is not quite going into his mouth there. I think Abe was known for a corncob pipe. That's a very nice one there. Gotta say, I love that hat. Beautiful. Okay, let's try something a little more far out. Let's say Abraham Lincoln wearing a scuba suit. At the beach. Okay, settings. Let's make it a little more square, and let's see what it gives us. Okay, that's a black and white image of Abe with what looks like a suit that is part scuba and part dressed of the time period. Very interesting. Looks like another weird wetsuit. Let's see if we can jazz it up a little bit. We're going to ask for full color, photorealistic. All right, and see what it gives us. Okay, interesting. That looks more like a sort of a science fiction scuba suit. But he looks like he's ready for action there. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Abe. Let's move on. Let's try. Now there are a lot of photographs and paintings of Abe Lincoln out there. So let's try somebody who, from history, who doesn't have anything like that. Let's try the Emperor Nero. Did I spell that right? I think so. Okay, so there are no, as far as I know, there are no paintings of the Emperor Nero. There are drawings of him, and he's on coins, and there's some statues of him, but there are no photographs or paintings to judge by. So let's see what Mage gives us. Okay. It's got a little scratch there. I don't know what that's all about. Must have had a bad day. That's very nice. Beautiful detail on the armor. Very dramatic face. Very nice. Let's see. Let's try a different model. Let's try a more of a full figure shot. I'm going to ask for a full figure. And a toga, perhaps. And switching models to SDXL. Okay. There he is in a toga. The anatomy doesn't look quite right here. The leg is in a weird position. This looks better. And you can see the arm is a bit mutated here, and there's an object floating in the air. And there's no background, which is interesting. So you don't always get exactly what you want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Let's get rid of the Emperor Nero. So now let's try a mythical figure. There's a lot of artwork of Hercules out there. But let's see what Mage comes up with. Hercules, the son of Zeus and a human woman. He's a demigod, known for his fantastic strength. Okay. This looks a little weird. You can see the body has not come through quite right. That's better. Much better there. The hands are funny. What you often see with the main thing that Mage usually gets wrong are hands. And every now and then it screws up anatomy as well. Let's try different artists this time. Let's try JDXL, because it says fine-tuned model excellent at photorealistic male characters. Okay, that's showing us a bit more of Hercules than we need to see. This looks like a more modern Hercules. Let's try a different brand there. Let's try Coffee Mix XL. Something a little more mythological, hopefully. Mage in a lot of these will sometimes give you nude figures, especially if the character you've asked to create is known for being nude in like classical art or photographs or whatever. So that'll pop up occasionally. Ooh, that's a very heroic-looking Hercules. Not a guy I'd like to mess with. Very nice. Now, he used to have a lion skin cape that he killed some famous lion and wore the cape around to show that he had done it. So let's try that. Oh, and it actually gave us a lion with a cape. Not quite what I was looking for. This looks like it's kind of a blend between a lion and Hercules. Oh, that's a beautiful lion. And that's a weird little mutation there. Let's get out of that. Let's see if I can do that better. Okay, that looks pretty much like I was hoping for. You can see the lion's mane at the top of the cape. Beautiful details on the belt and the armlets. This is just a beautiful image. If you saw this on the cover of a book of mythology, you would be happy to buy it. They're all kind of similar to each other, but very nice. All right, let's try another mythical figure. Let's try Aphrodite. Get rid of the lion skin cape. And let's see what it gives us. Okay, well, I'm sure there's lots of images of nude Aphrodite out there. mythical female figure. Let's try Athena. Okay, Athena in her armor. I believe Athena was the goddess of wisdom. That armor is beautiful. Athena looks very serious there. Great imagery. And again, this is not the AI just swiping stuff off the internet. It's looking at lots of images of Athena and creating this out of that. Beautiful. Okay, let's put Athena in a bikini. Running in the surf. Let's give her a little vacation. I'm going to switch to a cinema view. And let's see what he gives us. Okay, that's kind of a more complex bikini than I was thinking of. I was thinking more of just a sort of a fun one. But it's a beautiful sunset shot with the sun glistening off her wet body. There she goes. Very nice. Let's try it with a different artist. Very nice. Although it looks like she is running up to her knees in the surf with the actually her legs would be buried in the sand at this point. So that's one screwy thing, but the ocean, the waves in the ocean look great here. It looks kind of like she's kneeling on the surf there. Again, it's screwing up where she is in the water, but still a beautiful image. Now we've been doing one person at a time because it's a lot easier to do that with Mage. Let's say we wanted a group of people. Running in the surf. And let's see what it gives us. All right. Now, this is something that happens quite often with Mage when you're doing groups of people. And that is, the people tend to look like each other. These look like they could be clones of each other. This guy, this guy, this guy. They look pretty much identical. These girls, they look like they're the same. They have the same face. It's a nice shot, but this would be a problem for most if you were trying to use it for artwork. What I would probably do is I would bring this into Photoshop and make adjustments in the faces. So that they don't all look the same. Okay, so we put a lot of focus in people. So let's do locations. Okay, let's try a haunted graveyard at full moon. All right, I'm gonna switch over here and let's see what it gives us. Okay, nice. Nice spooky image. Love that big moon. Very nice. Let's try something else. Let's try... It's given us two couples. Interesting. But they all look very happy together. Interesting choices here. One guy looking on to at a couple. That looks more like a traditional honeymoon shot. And this is totally weird. Very cool. Although there are a bunch of moons in the background. But this does look cool. All right. So we've had a chance to look at a variety of people and locations. So that gives us a pretty good look at what we can do with Mage. Next time we'll be looking at what some of these cool filters can do to for your artwork, giving it different styles and locations and very specific things about it. And after that, we might even get into drop an image to image, where you can bring in images and mutate them in subtle and interesting ways. But that's all for now. Thanks a lot. I'm Paul Falcone. I'll be seeing you on the internet. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.